Hi everyone, I'm Mark. I'm the spiritual advisor for Marc Healing Arts. Today's date is Tuesday, September 26th. So let's get started. I got 3 cards in front of me. Card number 1, 2, and 3. Pick the card that you feel attracted to. To see your readings, skip to the timestamp, listen to the description box below. So here we go. We'll start off with card number 1. This is a good time, just to let you know. Messages from your angels. This is a good time to connect with people. Friendship. See right there. Connect with ones that you haven't seen in a while. Reunite. Reconnect. Because they're saying this is a good time where we need to not only to appreciate ourselves, but we also need to feel in our heart that, friends mean as much as family at times. Sometimes we feel that friends are sometimes better than family, right? But again, we're not here to judge who's better than who, but we're here more to say that let's connect with friends that we haven't seen in a while. Old friends, or even friends that you come upon once in a while that you do say, just say hello to them and get a little bit more closer to them. Because they're saying this is the time for you for this week. The messages from your angels is reconnect with friends that you have. And they're also saying making new friendship. So you're not only reconnecting with old friendship, but you're also making new ones as well. Okay? Because you know why? There's a lot going on here, and I just wanted to let you know. You can see the friends is yellow. What does the yellow represent? 3rd chakra, emotional stuff, emotional things that you can share, you could bond with, you could connect with them, and really feel that it means something to you. If we were the only person on the earth, think how that would feel. That would feel very isolated, right? But when you're connecting with people, even your friends, it's a special thing. It's a special time for you to feel that joy, that enlightenment, that bliss that you are connecting with them. You are developing a relationship with them. You are feeling their energies, they're feeling yours. It's really an exchange. That's what they just told me right now. It's really an exchange back and forth. Because it's something about with your soul for this week that you want to connect. And the connection is among friends. And this is what they're telling me for this week. Not saying other weeks you can't be friends and connect and make new ones or reconnect with old ones. Not saying that, but the energies are really emphasizing this week to really get into the friendship of getting connected with your friends, okay? And take it as that. Now, if you notice here, you got like the indigo violet on this other woman's face, and these are you with your friends. Yeah, dealing with the violet color, indigo violet. So this is dealing with a higher level of consciousness and awareness. It's a higher frequency of telling you that you'll have different experiences that you wouldn't normally have with a friend, because something within you, your emotions, want to feel this experience. The only way you're going to feel it is if you connect with them, okay? And this is meeting new ones as well as old ones. So they're saying keep your vibe up, think positive, and connect with them. Because I'm telling you right now, again, like I said before, that you see the energies and yellow deals with emotional stuff. So you're going to be going through emotional feelings towards your friends, as well as keeping your vibe up and going to higher level of consciousness and awareness of really feeling how special your friends are and how you're bonding and what are you feeling inside at that moment. So, some people may say, well, it's silly, bonding with my friends, but it's not, because your friends sometimes mean to you like family means to you, right? So really connecting, the big word for you for this week is connecting with Your friends, just connecting with souls. They say also souls. Besides the friends, they're also saying souls just in general. And that could go into their own friendship. And, okay? And sometimes family members could also be friends of yours. It could be like, wow, my mom is a great friend, but she's a great mom. She's both. She's a friend and a mom. See, it could be connected that way too. They just told me to tell you, right? And then you're dealing with, I'm dealing with the blue. So what does the blue represent? The blue represents expression, openness. You see what I just told you? Opening up, bonding with them, feeling, who they are, and really knowing, just really knowing on how you're bonding with it, because bonding is just so important. But you have to express from the heart. That's why the blue chakra is there. Right? There it is, right in the face. This is of your other friend. So these colors are actually representing your friends as well as what you're going to be experiencing, what you're going to be feeling when you connect with your friends. It also says here, nurture your relationships. Nurture them. Be blessed that you have them. Acknowledge it and experience it. All right? Because bonding is a very important thing just in life, because we want to feel loved, but we also want to give love because, right, we're empaths. We really love people, don't we? We want to feel in our heart that we're connecting at a higher level. And you'll be surprised when you reconnect with your friends that you haven't seen in a while, or just getting closer to your friends. They also just told me that right now to tell you. It's a special feeling that you don't feel unless if you really connect with those energies. So they really want you to experience that this week. All right? Not saying again, you can't do it other weeks, but definitely with the energies on how they're shifting, they really want you to bond, with friendships. And dealing with, yes, you will be going through healing with it, because it could have been certain things that you could have said to a friend that kind of bothered them. And it could be brought up also, and that could be released. See what I mean? So you're opening the door to it, or you're bonding with it, but you're also working through karmic things that you need to clear out. Dealing with your friends, any kind of quarrels or any kind of disturbances, whatever they are, you need to work it. Because they're showing me right here, the green. The green represents the healing. So there's healing going to be done here. Okay? Healing, healing, healing. And they're also saying to also, when you do things with your friends, go outside onto the earth, because the earth has its own way to resonate, to give you that beautiful energy, to charge you up, to feel enjoyment, not only with yourself, but also with your friends, to reconnect and feeling each other's energies, and also feeling Mother Nature's energy. So do things outdoors with your friends to connect with all the different energies within yourself, with your friends, and the earth. All right? These are really powerful messages, and they're also showing me that, oh, good. And they're giving you the pink in there. Pink represents is relax, take one thing at a time, bond with them, things will work out, you're good. Do not worry, because by worrying, that doesn't do anything, okay? So really, really think of it, that way. And also, I was going to tell you, as I'm just looking at making sure I got all the messages here, that they also tell you to enjoy yourself and feel your best. That's why if you notice all the faces, they all have this kind of like content look, like they're okay. So keep aware of the messages of the connection, the emotional feelings that you're going to go through. You need to open up your heart more toward your friends. Also dealing with keeping you optimistic toward it, and really feeling that you're going to a high level of consciousness and awareness with your friends, the way you're thinking, feeling, and believing. And again, like I told you, just reconnect with them on not only inside, but go outside a lot too and do things. All right, so that was card number 1. So and your angels were Muriel, Michael, and Metatron. Those were your angels who are just talking to me right now. They would give me all this information to give to you. Okay? But so those were your angels for card number 1. Now let's go on to card number 2. Let me see who your angels are. Josephine, Raphael, and Gabriel. Josephine, Raphael, and Gabriel. This week they really want you to really search out, to look out, and really venture out and think about what you need to learn and grow from. Is it your own awareness? Is it dealing with life in general, all the different challenges you have with your job, dealing with friendships, relationships with family? Is it dealing with your lessons that you need to learn? And they just told me this right now to tell you, it's all the above. All right? So keep that in mind. It's all the above. And if you do notice here, look at this. Even though this is you and you're reading this book, right? This is you reading that book. Well, if you do notice here, and I want you to notice this, you have other people here too. But notice one thing before we get even into that notice it's brown all around here, right? So that's a transition, a changeover that you're going through to learning, growing, and evolving. They said part of it's a spiritual thing, but it's also an earth thing that you study from books, you read things online. They really want you to learn and search. It's a good week for you. Can you do it other weeks as well? Absolutely. But this is the week that really wants your heart, so they're throwing out knowledge. Learn, keep on learning, and keep on putting the energy into it. It's going to pay off because you're going to be learning more about, if you search out, learning about your own spiritual being and what you need to grow and evolve and what you need to accomplish. Because let's put it this way, it's reading, right, of who is a soul. Now, is that hard to find in a book? Yeah. Some books will actually go a little bit more into who you are as a soul. Could get a little vague here and all that. But they want you to go deep within. That means not only reading the books, they just told me right now, but also to meditate. Because if you meditate, right? Think about this. If you meditate, you can keep your mind silent and you'll get knowledge that way from your angels and guides. But the only way you could do it, but you have to keep your mind silent and you have to be focused. You got to be in the moment. Get zoned in the moment and do what you need to do to stay focused. Because the moment you start staying focused and doing what you need to do by having the intent of you're willing to learn and grow, the angels will open their doors and then they'll give you this wonderful information. But at times, when we're meditating, they really want you to work on this week with the meditation, is to keep your mind quiet, but also to ask questions. Don't think for a moment you shouldn't ask a question. Absolutely ask questions that you're wondering about. And you'll be surprised, if you really get in tune with it, you'll get answers for it. So that's part of the knowledge too. It's from spirit. Also, it's from you learning. What you're observing. Not absorbing, but observing what you're checking out on the earth. What's going on? Dealing with friends, family, your job, your feelings inside. What's going on with that? What are you feeling? Right? Look at this, how you're reading, and you're very into yourself. You're really going, what do I need to do about this? What do I need to do to learn, grow, and evolve? What am I supposed to do? So you're questioning. That's why you have a questionable look on your face. I mean, look at that. You go like this. You're very mellow. And you're really getting focused. So you're reading, as well as at times you're closing your eyes, you're getting yourself in tune. What am I reading from this book? What am I learning and growing and evolving from? What do I need to do to move forward? This could be a spiritual book you could be reading right now, in this card. As well as searching online. So there's two different sides that they want you to have knowledge. Through spirit, communication, and doing your earth experiences, whatever you need to do to find who you are as a soul, or spiritual philosophy, or just looking at education in general about spirituality. I want you to look at all these different things, right? And knowing you're not the only one that's going through this, because they want you to grow about, part of the ascension. The ascension is about learning, growing, and evolving, right? Well, you can see from all the people, there's people all around. They're all here to do similar to what you're doing. Because let's put it this way, the more we open our mind and the more we learn without putting our shield up and leave ourselves open, you'll be surprised how much more answers will come and your life will flow better. So they want you to flow better. So look at it right here. It says seek knowledge. Seek knowledge from what? Within yourself, to find out what you need to do on the earth. And learn about your own spirituality of who you are, but what you need to do, and hearing from your angels and guides. And if you don't hear it, you may see it in your mind, you may think you're making it up, or you may be feeling it, or all the above. Whatever it is, they want you to seek knowledge from spirit, as well as knowledge that will surround you on the earth. Those two are big factors right there. Messages are really given to you, really powerful. And they're also telling you, don't worry about the learning growth. You won't be alone on your own by doing this, because you have the angels around you. And they're kind of showing, I don't know if you can see this right here, but they're showing like there's an angel right here for this person. Right now you're deep into your thought, that's why you're reading the book, but they're showing there's angels here. And I know you could very rarely could see it, but there's angels through the card. And they're saying everyone has an angel, even you do too, but you can't see your angel right now. But they're here to guide you, support you, and direct you through this. Because they tell me right now to tell you that knowledge is good, but knowledge is also growth. Because they said, this is the messages that they're saying to me, because I covered what was in the card. Oh yeah. And one more thing before I'm done with the card here, that if you could see a little white light there, and that looks like a little fire, but it's like God's light to protect you. You got the yellow in the background a little bit because of emotional. It's like, get rid of all emotions that are stopping you from moving forward. It's like almost like burning in the fire. Get rid of them. Get rid of them energetically. Say bye-bye to them, right? So they're showing kind of a fire. Also, two meanings of this, getting rid of your emotions, but also the divine is guiding, supporting you. He's right next to you. That energy formation is within you, right around you. So get rid of your emotional stuff that they're telling me, but also you do have the divine protection. That's why they're seeing kind of like a white glow next to you. All right? So keep that in mind. Also, like I said before, you're not alone, as well as you're being protected by angels and the divine. That white glow there. And it's like shown like a presence of God, of spirit, in a very kind of pronounced kind of a way. But it's not as clear as it is in this card. But I'm just telling you, that's what it means. It's a divine white light. It is here to protect you, guide you, and support you in your journey, as well as your angels. Don't ever think, for a moment that you can't learn enough, but grow, evolve, and ascend. And that's part of the ascension. And that's part of our being why, mainly part of it, why we're here on the earth. We're going to go on to card number 3. Let's see who your angels are. Let's see, it's Raphael, Gabriel, and Metatron. Those are your 3 angels. Let's see the messages for you for this week. All right. It's saying, Peacock, raise your standards. Peacock, raise your standards. What does that mean? It means that you don't always feel they really wanted you to work on this week. You don't always feel your best. You don't feel like you're moving forward in your life. You don't feel like you're growing, you're evolving, you're ascending, right? And you feel like you're not standing your ground with people. Well, you're not really expressing the way you want to express. That's why they're saying raise your standards. Not to be harsh on people, but knowing that we all have our own morals and our own ethics on how we feel about certain things. Just like I know everyone also has their own morals and ethics on how they feel. But they're telling me to tell you, and they're channeling this information for me right now to give to you, that they really want you to meet your standards of the way you feel about life and how you should be treated and what you want to feel as your standards on. If it's free will, well, that's for everyone. But what are your true standards? Are you not standing your ground, and maybe you need to stand your ground more? Okay. Or your standards are that you're not expressing on things on how you've been hurt, on how you have the right, and then right the rights of what you feel that you don't have a right in that. And it could be a right as a woman or a man, of things that you encountered that they were being prejudiced toward. It could be about letting people step on your feet, that you need to get on people. Right? So what are your standards? And you know your weak points of what it is. So they want you to really look at your standards on raising your standards on, if you don't feel like your standards are up to par, raise them up in the way you feel that they're strong enough. So there's a follow through. So you could feel like I'm being respected, I'm being acknowledged, and I'm being loved. But the only way I could feel all that, I got to raise my standards. They're saying another way of saying it, a different way of saying it. They're saying to stand your ground. That's what they just told me. So whatever is weak, they want you to strengthen it. And they're saying don't give up on it. Very, very important. Do not give it up. All right? So it's really, really important, and they want me to tell you that. But if you do notice that's you, and you're looking around. Now, what does that mean? You don't feel the best because you're not doing what you feel is right. You always follow what other people feel. That's why they want you to stand your standards on what do you feel. What do you represent? What are your standards? What are your needs? What's your desires? Where are you standing your boundaries on? What are your standards or what it represents? So they're going really into the nitty gritty of, they really want you to get into really feeling that you have your needs met, as well as whatever your belief systems are. You're following through with it. So really work on this week about your belief systems, break things down, and work through them and say, oh, I feel comfortable with this. It could be about family and friends. It could be within yourself. It could be with your relationship. A new one, an old one. Reconnect with one. So it could be about so many different things. That's why I wish I could just pinpoint to one, but they're saying it's many things. It's not just one, it's many things. You're moving around here. You're going like, whoa, I'm moving around a lot. I'm moving around. All right? And also telling me, if you notice here, you're dealing with my little flower. So you're going through purification as well as emotional releases. That's why You're having the yellow and the white is for purification, also protection, right? But the yellow is about you releasing emotional stuff because you've been hurt in the past or you haven't studied your standards, but now they said now do it, and you'll feel your emotions that you felt before that was all or stagnated, and it wasn't flowing the same. But if you stand your ground and also raise your standards, you're really going to feel releases like, oh my God, I finally spoke up for myself, and this is what I really want, and I had this on me, and I didn't even realize it, but now I'm like letting it go. Wow, what kind of relief do I have now? I feel so great. All right, so notice you're going through emotional releases this week, healing, because that's why you got the green. So emotional releases, healing, and purification this week for you. And notice how you're just gazing in. So they want you to be like the peacock. The peacock has no standards on how it looks at you or what it wants is, well, peacock's environment. They look around and they start looking around going, okay, this is what I want. This is my territory. And it's almost like they run scared, but at the same time they're standing their ground because all of a sudden the feathers start expanding out and they said, this is my land, this is where I live, and you're not allowed to enter. So they're kind of scared in a way, but at the same time they're trying to protect. That's why they have those feathers coming out like that, expand wide, because they're trying to protect as well as they're scared. So it's a combination of both. But also understand something, you have the purple here. So when you have the purple here, so remember, healing, emotional releases, purification, right? Because of the white. Brown is a transition you're going through. You're going to be blooming through this experience, right? Because, and these are the flowers, they represent the blooming that's going to go on. You're going to be having growth by, once you raise your standards, you're going to feel you're in a better place. And then you're dealing with the purple color. The purple color, what does that represent? It goes into indigo, violet. I felt like opening up your awareness to your subconscious mind and spirituality, that you'll be able to see things in the spiritual sense that the angels are showing you, as well as communicating with spirit if you listen to your heart. Listen to your heart is really, really important. All right. And that, I just want to make, okay. And they said, but pretty much know that you are going to a level of growth, and acknowledgement is a very important key on what you feel, what you need, and what you need to do to move forward. Because the peacock right here, and just like be like the peacock, raise your standards, feel proud, because you never see a peacock lay like this. It goes like this, and it has so it's almost like a little scared again, like I said, but it's ready to stand by. Said, this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to go by, and this is what I follow by. So they really want you to put in some power there. Really being proud of yourself, stand up for yourself, and feel what's right in your heart. And if it doesn't feel right, change it. You know what? At times we learn, grow, and evolve. At times we feel like we're not moving so forward. We feel like we're going in a circle. But to remember, being on the earth, when your angels are talking to you, it's all here and now. And then at times we get confused and we get really feel out of place and not knowing where we're going to be. And we need to feel in our hearts that we're at the right place at the right time, even if it doesn't feel like it. Trust yourself more. Listen to your angels more. You're not alone. They're here to guide you and support you. These angels, they give you messages to benefit you for your growth, for your involvement, so you could ascend and move forward. I like to say is that listen to your hearts, follow your hearts, because your heart will never lead you in the wrong way, as long as you're listening to your heart, not your ego. For the angels love to come through me to you to give you this information because they want to see you that you are on the right track. And thank you again, everyone, for being here on my YouTube. And please write a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you, what you experience and what you're feeling, so I can write you back. Because for every one of you, I want you to feel in your hearts that these messages from your angels and from me is always out of love. But I'm so blessed that everyone is here. Like as always, thank you always for being here. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And if you like what you hear, please remember this. Please follow me at Marc Healing Arts on Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to my YouTube, where I do weekly readings every Tuesday on Pick a Card. All right? And Thursday I'll be live on Instagram. So Thursday I'll be live on Instagram, and that's 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And just remember, everyone, stay connected, stay loved, and knowing we're all special souls and we're here for a purpose. And one of the biggest purposes while we're here is to love one another. I'm Marc. I'm the spiritual advisor from Marc Healing Arts. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.